Okay, so on Passover, we are very careful not to mix anything leavened into our food, anything with wheat, anything that may rise, and so we eat only unleavened type of food, and we specifically eat foods that are peeled, like potatoes and carrots and onions. We also eat chicken, fish, nothing processed. We don't buy anything in cans or jars. And so when we prepare for Passover, we really have to scrub down the kitchen, we clean the house, we make sure there's no crumbs or nothing that what we call chametz is in the house, anything that might not be kosher for Passover. And so for us, because we do so much cooking and we have to what we call turn over the kitchen. Jews all over the world are turning over their kitchen. They're going from a regular kitchen to a Passover kitchen. So you have to scrub, wash, clean. You spill boiling water, or you iron the actual counters, the sinks, everything, the ovens with torches. It's a really hard job, and so we found that if we just built a separate small little Passover kitchen, we won't have to do that. And so we just were able to cook without having to clean the rest of the house at the same time. So we start cooking about a week or two before, we freeze, and everything we have is separate just for Passover, so we don't have to go through that whole process. And it's cleaner and it's sort of more kosher for Passover, and it's only used for Passover, so there's never a question that anything had been mixed with non-Passover products.
So this is the matzah. It's of course the bread which we eat on Pesach. This is when our ancestors ran out of Egypt. The dough did not have time to rise, and we use 3 matzot, which represents the 3 forefathers. And this is a matzah cover, and here it says Pesach, which means Passover, and the Passover offering, matzah, and maror, the bitter herbs. And this goes under the Seder plate with the Seder plate on top, throughout the recital of the Agadah.
So Passover is a time we celebrate the exodus from Egypt. As a Jewish people, we became free after 210 years of slavery, and every year we experience it again through doing the rituals of the Seder, the 15-part Seder, and we try to become more free people, allowing our good soul to come forth and allowing the Moses within us to be empowered over the Pharaoh within us. Today we're not enslaved through Pharaoh from the outside, thank God. We're free people, but we find ourselves trapped in our own ego and our own inhibitions, things that won't allow us to express ourselves as good people. Through the Seder, through eating the matzah, and reminding ourselves of the freedom, and eating the bitter herbs, reminding ourselves of the slavery, and also eating all different kinds of other foods that we have, to try to, as a community, to go beyond ourselves and become free people.